As a last little thing, just as encouragement to people who are going into the biology program at UTM, um, I just wanted to say, firstly, don't panic. The information that they're hitting you with is a lot, but don't worry, the stuff that you learned in high school will carry you through. You're going to have to work hard, you're going to have to study a lot, but you're going to be okay. Like, even if your first year is bad, I failed calculus in my first year, and it was so bad that I never retook calculus. Um, and my marks were horrible. My GPA was like a 2.3 in my first year. Um, it was just really bad. I had to take 2 years of summer school after that to make up for the credit that I lost because it was a full year calculus credit. And by doing the 2 years of summer school, it gave me an opportunity to take more psychology courses and things like that I did like. And that's when I was like, maybe I should switch my program over. A biology major requires calculus, but an anthropology major doesn't require calculus. So I was originally going to do a biology major, but I just did a biology minor. So I just switched it around to make it work for me. Um, I applied to medical school and I didn't get in. But instead of, you know, losing hope, I gave myself a break. I went traveling for a little bit. I worked for a year and I thought about what I wanted to do. I saw a career counselor, and overall, I narrowed down my options. So during that time, it exposed me to physiotherapy because I had some injuries during that time. And had I gone to medical school, I probably would have enjoyed it very much, but I probably wouldn't have been exposed to physiotherapy without that gap in that period of time. So even when you're having a moment that feels like a failure, like, oh, I failed calculus, or I didn't get into medical school, or whatever, like it just seems so overwhelming, you're still creating these sort of opportunities for other things that you enjoy to fill that time. So I would say, just as a recommendation, like, don't panic. It's going to be okay. You're going to get through. Um, Even if your GPA is really bad in first year, like, I pulled my socks up, and by third and fourth year I had straight A's and my GPA was quite good again. So it was good enough to get into master's programs. So it's not the end of the world if your first year is really bad. If you bomb a test or something, there's going to be lots of little quizzes and things like that to make up your grades. And I recommend going to your professor's office hours, because meeting them one on one really kind of, it's more friendly. It feels like you know them one on one. Um, you know, it's just a friendlier feel when you're in a class of 500 people. So I recommend going and talking to them, and then sometimes they can have suggestions or things like that that you can do um, to make up the grades. So if you're going into first year bio, I hope you enjoy it and that you find some of what I've said helpful or hopeful. And if you're nearing the end and you're just running out of steam, then you're going to make it. Okay? Thank you. Bye bye.